But my job's going to be changed a little bit, and you're not going to see me in the kitchen quite so much as you've been used to. Sorry, Melissa. But, I'm not going to be back there running that cut table like I always did. And some of the things I've been doing for so long, y'all going to see me doing some different things. But anyway, I'll be spending more time in the dining room and your floor management and that type of thing than I will in some of the back of the house stuff. So anyway, that change is going to take place as far as management goes. So y'all have to get used to hearing a lot more from the assistants. They're going to have more authority and more responsibility in just running the show. So I just want to, when y'all start getting feedback from them, I don't want y'all to come running to me because, it's not going to be any good. They're the ones that's going to be responsible. I'm more or less going to manage them and they're going to manage y'all. That's the way it's going to work. That's not to say you won't get nothing out of me, but it's just that I'm going to be spending more time with them and they'll be spending more time with y'all. Okay. So that's basically what we're going to be shooting for in this year that's starting up in March. So I would really like for y'all to win that money. Of course, I said I wouldn't get any of that money I want, but if we were to win for the quarter, I'd get a bonus of my own. I'd get $500, so I'd be wanting to do it too. So everybody gets some money out of it. So people that are motivated by money, this should make you want to do a better job, because there's definitely been money there, aside from your regular pay, for doing a good job. Or I shouldn't say good, it's going to take more than good, it's going to take an excellent job, performance by the whole crew. That's where the problem comes in. Everybody's going to have to do it. Everybody's going to have to pull their load. We ain't going to have to be able to have people that ain't pulling their load. If it becomes obvious that somebody ain't, they'll be dealt with. One of the first things I want to go over that has been bothering me a lot lately, and because I've been over it so many times, and I'm really tired of it, to be honest with you. And I'm getting tired of talking about it, tired of hanging up notes about it. So I want to cover it this morning in the meeting. And after we get through with this, I expect to see some changes. And when it's about uniforms, what it's about. And John told me to come in here Friday night, and a lot of hats were missing. And, I've come down here when I'm off duty, and a lot of times people be out of uniform. And sometimes when I'm here, people be out of uniform. And just about every time I work, I got to tell somebody to do something related to their uniform. And I hung up a note just 2 months ago that detailed it down to every little detail. And people didn't pay no attention to it. So I'm going to read out this book, The Uniform Standards, and I want people to start going by it, because I'm not, if I come in and find anybody that's violating uniform policy, I'm just going to write them up on the spot. Because I'm just frankly tired of fooling with it. Okay. Now the complete uniform to be worn by managers or assistant managers includes the tie, vest or blazer, the slacks, shoes, and management name tag. Okay, we're also allowed to wear sweaters in place of the vest if it's the PizzaHut sweater. Everybody knows. Can't even get those anymore. The sweater that's like the PizzaHut sweater are real close to it. If you let me look at it, I can let you wear it. Of course, it's fixing to be spring, and we're not going to make sweaters anyway. But the sweaters are permissible. Just not blue ones and green ones and orange polka dots and all that kind of stuff. It's got to be in line with the uniform. Okay. For the crew, it's basically the same. You got to wear your shirt, and let me state that it should be a clean uniform. The shirt, pants, and apron, name tag, and visor. That's the biggest problem is the visor. If anybody don't have one, I'm going to know it, and I'm going to get you one. Anybody that loses their visor is going to have to buy them from now on, because I go through visors like they were candy or something. Order 10 or 15, they'll be gone 2 weeks later sometimes. So, when everybody gets their visor, does everybody in here got a visor? Okay. Nobody don't have one, right?
I found about 3 in my car. I had those visors I just have it up fixed and I brought them back. If they're not in the office, I bought yesterday.
Okay, I saw those running back there. Visor's a little thing, but it causes me a lot of problems. And I just want everybody to start coming to work with their visors on or with them on by the time they hit the floor. Nobody is exempt from visor except management people and a hostess. If you're working hostess, you don't have to wear a visor, but that's the only person on the entire crew that can get by without doing it. Hostess. And also anybody that's going to be hostessing, and we'll probably have more hostesses come hostess hours, whether it's management or just a hostess or whatever, but anybody that's going to be doing hostess jobs, I need to get them a hostess shirt because they need to be different from everybody else.
When we wear our aprons with a bow tie and a hostess shirt, we have to.
I don't know. I have to get that clarified. I don't know right now. Used to be you had to wear a bow tie. Okay, uniforms are clean and good repair, not wrinkled and free of stains. Anybody that works 25 hours a week or more and don't have 2 uniforms, let me know. I'm not saying I'm going to be able to get everybody a uniform right off the bat, but I'll put you on the list and we'll get to you as quick as we can. Because I only have so much money to spend on uniforms. But anybody that needs them, we'll get them. You just may have to wait a little bit. Okay, legible name tag. That means you can read it. If it's been washed, you need to get somebody to make you a new one. And employees wear their own name tags. That hasn't been much of a problem lately, but I have seen Elmer, Bud, and everybody else working here before. So you're supposed to wear your own name. Okay, jewelry. In the dining room, jewelry is allowed. Watches can be worn or pierced earrings. Let me back up. Let me just read this. Jewelry other than a wedding band is not worn in food production area while handling food. So anybody that makes pizzas, the only thing you can have on is your wedding band. You don't need to wear a watch or a bracelet or anything like that that might get into the food. You also can't wear, that includes watches, pierced earrings, bracelets, visible necklaces, no necklaces, or neck chains for the dining room people. For the kitchen people. Okay, in the dining room, studs, earrings, and watches or wedding bands can be worn. No necklaces, no neck chains. If you wear them, cover them up. Okay. Employees practice good personal hygiene. That means take a bath when you come to work. Hair is restrained and does not extend beyond the uniform collar. Now, if it does, we have an exception on this. It just has to be, you have to keep it out of food. If you're a waitress, you just kind of need to keep it behind your shoulders. If you're in the kitchen, you just need to make sure that it stays behind your shoulders. You have to put a rubber band in it or whatever you got to do. If your hair is dangling down, that's not permissible. It's got to stay behind your collar. Because most of the guys, they don't have any of these long hairdos right now. But the girls still have to be watching out about their hair. Okay. We can have mustaches, but no beards. Okay, eating, drinking, chewing gum, or smoking is not permitted in customer's view. And I've noticed a lot of people eating in the waitress station up there, and that's not permissible. You need to eat any food you eat in the back, totally out of view of the customer. That is a critical deviation. If y'all don't know what critical is, that means you lose a lot of points. If you get inspected and somebody's up there eating, it's, let me look it up. It's a 30-point loss. Not 5 or 10, but 30. This also goes down to critical deviation, which means it's a bad problem. So anybody that's been chewing gum, spit it out. If you've been drinking up there or eating up there, stop doing it. And all smoking is to be done in the back of the house. Even when we're open, when we're closed in the morning, don't be smoking in the kitchen. We got some new help lady now. She's tough, and she ever gets in case anybody smoking in the kitchen, that's going to be another citation, because that's totally against the rules. The state's rules and PizzaHut's rules. Okay. Noise level from employees is not excessive. I'll have to cut down on the singing, Philip. Personal problems are restaurant business, not discussed in the hearing of customers. So, there's one good example of that, and that's like a lot of times when I take a reading up there, and everybody be curious about sales, and I'm glad they are, but, don't run up and say, how much we got up? With a line of customers there. I've seen people do. That's not kosher. If you want to know what the sales are, ask somebody out with the customers, and we don't need to be broadcasting to the customers how much money we're making. We just got robbed a couple of weeks ago, everybody knows. The more money you got down here, the more that's known, it's more tempting for people to rob. If you don't believe me, ask Terry Watson. Okay, and radios and tape players are not played during open hours. So you can play them before we open, but after we open, they got to stay off. There's also some critical, I'm spending a good bit of time on this because I've had so many problems with it, and I want everybody to know what the guidelines are. And these are not mine, these are right out of the book here. There's a lot to it. Okay, I got 4 critical deviations here where you lose that 30 points I was telling you about. All the things I read earlier is a 10-point loss, but these critical ones are a 30-point loss. The employees fail to wash hands after handling trash, using the restroom, or handling hazardous chemicals prior to handling food. That's one of them. Another one, employee on duty or smoking in customer view. That would include if you're sitting in the dining room, eating your meal, and well, if you're sitting in the dining room, you're not supposed to look like your employee. Shouldn't have said that.